And welcome to the live stream. Hello, Kim. Good evening to Bruce and Dad. Don't come home. Don't come home. It's about to get cold. Yeah, I know, but hopefully by the time we get back there, it should be okay. I'm hoping we're gonna really take our time on the way back to try and avoid that most of the cold. And it was, and I was out shoveling snow. It sucks. Yeah, I remember that for sure. Randy's in the house. How you doing, Randy? Yeah, I'm thinking we're slowly gonna kind of peter our way down the island over the next few weeks, and cross over to the mainland when I can. When we get down, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna cross again in Victoria. I just seem to really like that ferry crossing, so we're gonna cross there again when we get down there. Spoiled Rotten, how you doing? Alan in the house. Morella? Sorry, I'm horribly pronouncing that. Hello, from the UK, Scotland. Nice. Well, thanks for joining us. What time is it in Scotland right now? Maxwell's Life Journey, how you doing? I'm doing alright, thank you very much. Lauren P., how are you doing? The Van Nut is here. I just seen that the Van Nut posted a video of him sleeping in the van. So I'm definitely going to be checking that out right after this live stream. And you guys should too. Go check him out, the Van Nut. I'm excited for that video, brother. Looked like, from the thumbnail, it looked like it was going to be a pretty good one. So, I hope you're staying warm. I hear it's pretty cold back in Calgary still. So, you guys will definitely have to keep us up to date on how the weather's doing. Alberta Adventures, how you doing? Formerly known as Alberta Schoolie, as I remember it. How are you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. I know you got a Jeep now. I do know that. It's getting cold, not quite yet. Okay, definitely. Original 6, how you doing? Your van is sure coming together. It looks great and comfortable. Yeah, I can definitely say it's the most comfortable vehicle I've ever lived in my life. And that's, 100% due to Andy's kit for sure. Having this layout for me is key. Like, I've gone through a lot of layouts and a lot of different vans, a lot of motorhomes, and all different kinds of vehicles, and this layout just works for me. One thing I am thinking about doing possibly is giving my dad my IceCo fridge. I'd like to have this floor space back, and I believe that we can build this into his counter. He kind of wants to remodel or redesign his interior a little bit anyway, and for what he's thinking, this fridge might actually fit into his van perfectly. And speaking of his van, his battery is actually shot right now. He's managing to get through, like, a short night. Like, he'll get like maybe 6 hours out of his battery, just running the heater on low, and that thing is tapped out, down to like turning the heater off. And it's just a normal lead acid battery. It actually came from Outland Harry, not long ago, like when we first came to the island. But with Dad not having a voltmeter, those batteries don't like to come down to 0% at all. So that thing has definitely taken a beating since he's had it. But with that being said, his battery is shot now. So I'm going to be donating him actually my 200 amp hour lithium battery from my house. I'm going to be putting it in his van. The only problem with that is he doesn't have a charge controller, and I could donate him my charge controller, but then I would have almost nothing basically, and it's undoing a lot of wiring. I can just switch him with his battery for now, and then I'm also going to donate him the 10 amp NOCO charger that I have. That way when we are stopped somewhere, he can charge it up that way, plugging it in. I'm also going to try and engineer some kind of inverter setup from his front battery to maybe run the 10 amp NOCO. We'll see. But that'll all be coming in a upcoming video. That's probably gonna happen within the next few days for me. But yeah, so that's happening. um, Shane is in the house. Oh, just wait, your Calgary weather is only a few days away. I know it's actually been getting pretty cold here too, Shane. We haven't seen snow yet, you know, knock on wood. But yeah, it's looking like everywhere's kind of gonna get it. So we decided to leave Campbell River. We're not there now, just for the simple fact of if it's gonna snow everywhere, we might as well be on the pavement instead of on a dirt road, so that if we had to leave that situation, you know, we're not slipping and sliding trying to get out. You know, we're just being around all the resources is a lot better, I think. Good. Going to be cold for sure this weekend in Alberta and snow where I am. Dang. I'm doing so well. Thanks, Bruce. Heading to the island for an entire month in May. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. If you guys haven't yet, check out Alberta Adventures. She's an OG subscriber of my channel. She actually helped me with my first iPhone for filming. That was like one of the biggest upgrades back then, you guys. Like huge upgrade, and that came from her. I never forget those little things, you know. So if you guys have a chance, please go check out Alberta Adventures. She does all kinds of cool stuff. You know, she used to have a bus, and I believe now she has a Jeep that she's out adventuring in, which, I mean, she'd probably get a lot more places in a Jeep. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you're doing good, girl. Mindful Forest. I have a spare Renergy charge controller to donate. Oh, thank you. That'd be awesome. Are you on the mainland still, or are you on the island? Thanks for joining, too. I know when you first came in there, you mentioned that you were going out for something to eat, and you might not be able to hear us, but thanks for joining. I appreciate that. Lori's RV Life. Hello. Good to see you. How's it going? We're doing alright. We're doing alright, you know. We haven't seen snow, so we're doing okay. Things could always be better, but things could always be worse, you know. That's what I always look at. You are lucky to be out west. Alberta is going back into deep freeze again. Someday I will winter out on the Sunshine Coast. I know, the Sunshine Coast is definitely beautiful. When I was there this summertime, yeah, it was really nice. I would imagine winter there would be beautiful too. Shane says 20 centimeters on the way shortly. Yeah, that's what we were calling for, I believe, here too. Which, I mean, you know, it's not bad because it's the first time we're going to be seeing snow this year. So if it comes, not really, you know, a big deal. It's nice not to see it, but, you know me. If I see snow, there's only one thing that we could possibly do if it's snowing. And we gonna do it. At least once. You gotta get at least one in for the year, you know, just a little drift. It's snowing right now here in Edmonton, about to get very cold. Dang. Christmas is coming late, I hear. Bobtail trucker in the house. Yeah, I know. I knew the cold would come at some point, for sure. Alberta was looking like it was having a pretty mild winter, but I just know. I just know that cold snap is coming, and it comes all the time. It's hard to avoid it. What's up, my van brother? And everyone else. Extreme Van Life. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you in the live. You're on the mainland. Okay. Well, if we don't have something sorted out by then, when I do cross over to the mainland, I will definitely reach out to you. Thank you very much for that. Van Maruth is in the house. Van Maruth. We are not in Camel River anymore. You know what I mean? So get in touch with us. I'm not sure where you are, but you know, maybe we can meet up. I would be happy to take the ferry and meet you on the other side. Really? That'd be huge. Thank you so much for that. So my phone's out right now, but I will be topping it up probably tomorrow. If all goes well, I'll hopefully be topping up my phone tomorrow. So when I do, I'll give you a text. I still have your number. BU Vanlife is in the house. How you doing, girl? Jesse Lloyd, don't currently live in my vehicle, but I am rolling with Renergy DC charger and a 3-year AGM deep cycle. Yeah, if you take care of them, they can definitely last. I have 2 AGMs in my front battery. I have 2 100 amp hour AGMs, basically under the hood of my van for the van itself. Those actually came from Vernon a while back, and they've been just rocking. Now having them for my front battery, it's great. Not having to worry about, if I leave the lights on a little bit too long or something, I can actually run an air pump if I need to without starting my vehicle. Like most vehicles, you'd have to idle while doing stuff like that. It also helps with my speakers, so. But I do take care of those AGMs because I know they don't like to come down to 0, you know what I mean? So I've been really taking care of those with Renergies. Yeah, he just didn't really take care of it in a sense of he's new to having to monitor his battery system, doesn't really understand it that well, or how long he has of a span with that battery. So with it being his first battery, in a sense, it was kind of destined for him to kill it in a way. But we are going to be upgrading him to my 200 amp hour lithium very soon. I'm never ready for the cold. Me neither. I hate the cold. The snow hits harder in elevation and less travel. It's best to move around closer to civilization. Absolutely, Bobtail Torker. Here in North Carolina, we seem to have a repent from the cold. Not sure what that word means. Hopefully you're not getting cold. That's what I'm hoping for. Tell me where you are. We're near a park. And at the end of it, there's a ville. In my Scion XB. That's a small vehicle. I used to do a lot of living out of my Mazda Protege. It was like a 2000 or a 99 Mazda Protege. 4-door with the trunk, not the hatch version. So yeah, I know small vehicle living. Sarah Rose is in the house. How you doing, Sarah? I hope you're doing well. Paul, hello Bruce. I just dropped in to say hi. Sorry I can't stay modding another channel right now. Hey, no worries. Thank you so much for dropping by and saying hi, Paul. Go rock it on the mods, brother. Lynn, hi everyone. How you doing, Lynn? Step Van Dan. How you doing, buddy? Leanne Webb. Hey Bruce. Did I miss much? Nope, we're basically just getting started. I did talk a bunch about a few things, but I'm like a squirrel, so I bounce all over the place. I don't know, it might be worth going back for. I might cover it again, who knows. I'll reach you to bid after the live. Definitely Van Maruth, definitely. Sarah Rose. Jenny. How you doing, Jenny? Sunday Chamberlain. Hi Bruce, how you doing, Sunday? Nova Scotia bro in the house. Deborah. How you doing, Deborah? How are you doing? Are you still in Calgary, Deborah? How was the new van in the winter? You holding up pretty good? I know you were excited for that. Van, please hit the like button. Free promotion for Bruce. Thank you, Van. Also, go check out the Van Nuts channel, man. I'm telling you. He's been popping some videos off. I'll be seeing. Need to have a controller that shuts off before it reaches 0%. Around 20%. Yeah, I know. But right now it's just basically battery, fuse panel, diesel heater. So there's no like automatic shut off. And those diesel heaters, like the Chinese ones, they will drain a battery before they shut it off. They do have a low power shut off, I'm sure, but it shuts off. Like, I know even from experience, mine, it'll go to like 11 something. Like, I've even seen my battery hit like 10.2. That's my Redodo 200 amp hour lithium, and that thing kicks ass, man. Seriously, and that's why I think that that's like a fail-safe battery for him. It's really going to help. It's a lot more capacity. With it being lithium, like him draining it is not going to be such a big deal. You don't want to do it. I've learned that the hard way, that if you drain a 200 amp hour battery, if you don't have a big power source to charge that puppy up, prepare to sit, my friend. I'm in Boston, Massachusetts. Deborah, nice. Man, salmon cheese. Nice, Sarah. Nice. Chris V in the house. Deborah Mickey. I mean, still in Calgary. Heater is going great. The code was the park. Amanda, how you doing, Amanda? Hey, Bruce. This thing here. Does it need to be charged up? I can't open it up and make sure it's fully charged before you pick it up if you want. I appreciate that, Amanda, but I think it'll be okay. I like to do an unboxing of it just kind of raw, you know, and just see what it comes in at. But I do appreciate it. We are in between you and where you work, so yeah, I'll definitely be texting you probably tomorrow. Vanlife with Brandon, how you doing? Scott from Ontario, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Kevin D from South California, nice. How you doing, Kevin D? So many people are here. 74 people in the chat. Nice to see you guys all here. Thanks for joining. Good, just got over being sick. I think my dad's getting sick right now. When we left Campbell River, he was like really sniffling. So when we got into town here, we went into Shoppers Drug Mart or whatever, and he got him some like flu Tylenol or whatever. Just pharmacist kind of suggested it to him. He's allergic to codeine, so he kind of can't take a lot of things, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, so got him some Tylenol, and hopefully he feels better tomorrow. But he was sniffling a bit this evening. I'm gonna go check on him after the live stream. Maybe even bring him another coffee. I got one right here. I'm doing great, thank you. How's the weather out there, man? Do you have a D? How's the weather? Donna's Road Trips. How you doing, Donna? Sabi Navy. How you doing? George Dutton. Hello from Northeast Idaho, everyone. Nice. Well, how you doing, George? 33 likes. Let's go. I can't do... Got hit with snow in Mississippi. I really got sick, but I feel better. Still a cough, dang. Thank you for the reminder, Bobtail. Nice to see you guys all here. So yeah, I also wanted to come on and talk a little bit about the recent video. It seems like you guys are kind of liking it. Some are liking it, some are kind of on and off about it, you know. But if you watch that recent video all the way to the end, you can see into the bloopers that, you know, there was some editing fun going on there, and also it was basically an illusion of me driving really fast. It was a combination of me having my exhaust fall apart again, which was perfect timing, honestly, for what I was doing. That and a little bit of fast forward action. Realistically, I was probably going 10 kilometers over the speed limit on that dirt road, and I don't think there was even a posted speed limit because it was just a dirt road. We did make sure the roads were shut down. Everything was safe. Everything was safe. But I know, like, into the video, that's why I do. As soon as I was editing it up, I was like, this is gonna look pretty wild to people. So I figured I'd explain myself at the end of the video. But I know some people don't get that far. But yeah, I thought it was super fun. You know, it kind of showed, like, me in van life. You know, like, I live in a van, yes, but I'm so much of an automotive enthusiast that I think people get that mixed up a lot. Like, I do love van life, you know, and everything about it, and I love getting out camping just like the next person, but I live in this van because I'm an automotive enthusiast, and I love anything that is on wheels, you know. One day we will definitely hot rod this van, just like the thumbnail of this live stream, and run some like drag weeks down in the US or something. I know I really want to go to zip tie drags. That's like one of my goals for this year. I think it's in September, and that would be like an ultimate like goal of mine, like to go have some fun like that. I like drag racing because drag racing, like, you can have some fun without, you know, just destroying everything all the time. It's not like I'm drifting with it, or I like drag racing. Drag racing is fun. You can keep your vehicle looking good. And if you don't really push the limits and you're just there to have fun, it's my home. Man. I'm not trying to blow up engines every weekend, but if we push it a little bit once a year, you know, it's all in good fun, you know. So, yeah, I just wanted to explain that a little bit too. All right, let's jump back into the chat here. Trans Van Man really enjoyed the Baja. Thank you, thank you. I know some people really enjoy it. Like, I think everybody is guilty of when they hit a dirt road every now and then, having a little fun, you know. So I think that from even the premiere, the live chat that was going on, I kind of got the impression from everybody else. I kind of brought them back to their youth a little bit, you know. And that's kind of what I was going for in that. Because even for me, like, I'm a pavement guy. Like, my van will be a pavement princess. won't be taking it off-road. This amount of off-roading is what I was doing because it's not going to be this high forever. You know, it's not going to be this capable off-road forever, and I don't plan on taking it off-road. I want this to be a pavement princess, you know? I want this to be my baby. And one day we will put a full new suspension under this thing, and it will never see another dirt road. It is what it is. But for right now, I plan to have some fun, y'all. And plus, I feel like it's reliable enough to do that. I'm 1,000 kilometers away from Calgary right now, even more than 1,000 kilometers. That's my main base of, like, if I was gonna repair something major, that's where I would want to do it. And doing it out here would not be ideal. So yeah, just know that I felt fully reliable in my vehicle, but I also wanted to test the interior build kit as well. I got the idea actually from driving out to that campsite with everybody, watching everybody kind of crawl and creep over the dirt road, especially Van Maruth. It really got me thinking, like, you know, just even easily crawling down dirt roads will vibrate and kick the crap out of your vehicle's interior. And as I showed with that powered desk, it's already falling apart. You know, I put that thing together with more screws than one person needed to put that thing together with. This kit, nothing. Perfect. So, okay, let's jump back into the chat. I'm falling behind. Like badass. Thank you, Step Van Dan. I'm glad some people enjoyed it. What are you going to do with your ceiling? So I'm thinking with my ceiling, I really just want to get a thin piece of like backing board, basically go over everything in the ceiling. I may even switch out the interior lights. I just don't think they're going to work for what I have in mind. So I just want to do a full kind of black roof. And then eventually down the road, I'd love to get like maybe a graffiti artist or some kind of like, you know, artist to come in here and just kind of go a little wild on the ceiling. I think it would be really cool to have like some kind of graffitied out ceiling or something, you know. My thought was underneath this portion, just along the bottom of my bed. Really, there's only like this much to be seen. But I was going to do like a brick theme wall just on this wall. So I think that would kind of blend maybe with the graffiti on the roof. And then this is actually all falling off. You can probably see it right here. It's all wrinkling like crazy. So this is all gonna have to come off, and I'll redo it with something else when I go to do that. But yeah, this was nice. I really, and even right now I'm keeping it up there, even though it's hanging on there, because it just looks a lot better than the plain walls. And I really wanted, that was a good test for me to do that. So thank you, Sunday. That was a good question. I still haven't had a chance to watch that video yet, Bruce. So busy technically working now. Oh, okay. But yeah, no, I feel like you, Amanda, I know you guys are crazy busy over there. It never stops. But yeah, we'll definitely be in touch here soon, and I'll grab that. With no exhaust, you could be doing 40, but sound like you're doing 95 miles an hour. Totally, and that's exactly what it was, Bobtail Trucker. Like, it sounded so aggressive, but realistically, I was doing 40 in second gear. Wow, and it would even like revving really high. Like when you have no exhaust, no muffler, it just bellows out from underneath where my passenger seat is. Um, it's loud, you know. Even at like 3,500 RPMs, that thing sounds like it's an Indy car at 9 grand. Okay, it gets wild. We just think you crazy. Love that, which Bruce. Baja next fall. Can you imagine? That'd be so cool. Can you imagine my van as a trophy truck? That'd be insane. We won't tell the boss, Amanda. Kevin in the house. How you doing, Kevin? Have you seen the movie? What movie? I can't wait to scoot. It's mad world. No, I don't think I have. But it is definitely a mad world. Yeah, Van Maruth's kettle stayed put on her counter through all of that off-roading. Strategic driving, Ruth. Last winter I did wheelies with my SUV in the... That's cool. Yeah, we were already mentioning, like, if it snows a little bit, you know, like, even if I could just kind of come into one turn sideways, get a good video clip of it, you know I'm gonna do at least one this winter. If I see any snow, it's happening. I can hear the comments now. What is he doing? He's hurting the snow. Can anybody link me a 2009? Can anybody link me a 2009 Chevy Malibu Transition? Too bad we couldn't email parts. Space Trace. That'd be sweet. Just email me a bumper there, bud. I have it tonight. Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate that. My muffler died. I think we could compete on loudness. It's so loud, I can't hear myself think. Is it still like that, Amanda? If so, when I swing by, I could definitely take a look at it. Maybe we can patch it up real briefly. I have an assortment of exhaust clamps now, because I have temporarily, again, patched my muffler. We will do the entire exhaust system over, but when I get back to Calgary. That's a back to Calgary job. Right now I need all of the funds that I have for fuel, because it's expensive out here, you know what I mean? It's craziness. Everything's going to fuel. Oh wait. Are you going back to Calgary in the spring? Yes, actually, we're technically calling it heading back now, because Campbell River was as far as we had planned to go, really. We spent, I think it was like a month or 5 weeks or something in Campbell River. It was great. I love it. Campbell River definitely holds a place in my heart for sure. But yeah, now that's the furthest we've we're going from Calgary. Now we are gonna slowly kind of trickle our way back. It's a little early, I know, still cold in Alberta, but we're hoping that it's, if we take our time, it's gonna warm up a little bit. Cause like we've got a lot of stops along the way that we want to check out, so yeah, we will definitely. We do have to go back to Calgary eventually for the spring. So, and then from Calgary, I plan to kind of work my butt off while I'm in the city and prepare for the next few adventures. It's looking like it's looking like I have 3 pretty big adventures coming. One's gonna happen at a time, but yeah, it's all behind the scenes is crazy, man. I'm telling you, getting everything set up and like, if I didn't have Ben, like as my right hand man, seriously, none of this would be as far along as it is right now. Like he's just been killing it with stuff that I don't even understand, seriously. But we have a lot of stuff coming, guys. I promise. Like it's gonna be great. Everything takes time. Everything great takes time. You know, not in a sense. I don't mind taking my time to have it done right. You know, as you guys know, I'm going on like what 3-4 years now, something like that. Still no merchandise, but eventually everything will come, and it'll be like a well-oiled machine in a sense. You know, the first trial run of anything is what it is, but we're gonna try and make it as smooth as possible. We may even have Bruce Vanlife Jr. underwear. That's how hardcore we're going, you know? You never know. Would you be interested in something like that? We're supposed to get some snow. Yeah, no, I heard Amanda. Snow. Too busy 2 nights ago. I woke up 3 a.m. and almost ran away in my truck. I had seen you doing. Got a little snow here in California. Wow. California snow. That's crazy on Monday, but it was all. But that was all. Yeah, okay. It's worse, Bruce. I need a new muffler. Whole muffler. I just can't do it until I get on the lift and get. Amanda, listen. I am the lift, okay? I got a 3-ton jack and your car weighs about 500 pounds. If you want to get the muffler, no worries. I can do it right there in the parking lot, girl. We can make it happen some way or another. A lift would be nice, but I do know that the lifts are pretty busy. Make it for a month and you'll be fine. Usually March. That's what I'm thinking.
So do.
Yeah, come on if you want though.
No, grab a bagel.
You gonna grab bagel? I got those blueberry bagels there if you want.
I got some.
You got some?
Yeah. I'm supposed to have a ticket, but too late now.
What?
Everyone have a ticket or something.
Oh, it's too late to go, yeah.
Too late now.
That's
alright. I got a couple of bagels for now.
Okay.
Tough, holy shit.
You feeling any better?
No.
No. Hey, say hi to the camera. Yeah, say hi to Potter, everybody.
How's it going, everybody? Sick today. Sorry. Alright, talk to you after.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I'm done. That's fodder, everybody. Lake Dale 3. Use the shop van, make it handy. It's going to be Barbie Evil. How you doing? And also, how you doing, Lake Dale? It's going to be minus 20 in Calgary on Sunday. Yeah. But yeah, I think Lauren P got it right on the money. I think usually in March-ish it's okay, or at least tolerable, you know? Did those stickers ever show? No, actually, we just ended up canceling through that company. We are going through a great group of people right now to make this happen, and I'm telling you, it's like a dream situation in a sense. I'm very grateful to have the help that I have right now to be able to make this happen. But just know, it's gonna be best of the best, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm good. Bruce, keep your underwear. Van Ruth. I'm glad somebody caught that. Hey Mandy, if you order all the parts, Cadillac converter and muffler, a shop may be able to cut you a deal and melt the pipe on. Yep, that's true. Oh yeah, welding it would be so nice actually. Yeah. I haven't had the privilege of having a welded up exhaust very often. You know, usually it's fittings, high temp silicone, and exhaust clamps for me. Which leaves you on your own for when making hangers, but I've learned to, you know, MacGyver with the best of them. $1,200 for an exhaust. Yeah, they can get up there. It's pretty wild. That's why even from my van, like I need a full exhaust from front to back. And Alberta and Stella has actually helped out with the fund of getting the exhaust system, and what I have planned for this is going to be amazing. Because as you guys know, I like having a loud vehicle. It's just in my nature. I'm a hot rod guy. So when I go to replace the entire exhaust, I'm not going crazy. It has a 3-inch exhaust on it. I'd like to get a little more throaty muffler, but nothing like super loud. Just something respectably quiet with a little rumble. And then when I want to have like party mode, then I want to have an electronic exhaust dump that just literally bypasses the muffler and goes blah 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 for however long I need it. I can flick a button and then cancel it off, and I'm respectable, quiet van life again. I think that's like the perfect in between for what I need. Monday night is going to be minus 34, feels like minus 44. Yeah, we're going to take our time, Randy. Keep us updated, brother. Stay warm. Holy crap. Dad needs some soup. Yeah, he definitely does. Aaron, the DJ's in the house. How you doing, brother? You out there skirting in the snow for me, brother? Hey? You out there drifting? Kim Hoffman, how you doing? I think I seen you in the chat earlier. Sorry, you guys, I'm falling behind on the chat. Just catching right up. You need to print skid marks in them. Dude, that would be hilarious, Randy. That's a great idea, Ben. Mark that one down, brother. If we do Bruce Vanlife Jr. underwear, it needs to be 2 burnout skid marks on the back of the underwear. Skid marks on your underwear. Great. Just great. I love it. Genius idea. Kevin, how are the stars out there? Must be shining an extra bright on the back roads. We are not up in Campbell River anymore, but man, Kevin, let me tell you, when you're up there out by the lake and there's no lights on of the vehicles and you look up at the stars, it's crazy. There's so many stars. It's beautiful. We were hoping to see the northern lights, but we didn't. I think one night where we might have been able to see them, it was pretty cloudy. So, but yeah, I've seen them up in Campbell River before. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Kimber, hi. Just saw you on. Oh, thanks for joining. Kim Hoffman, Bruce, bacon strips. Bacon strips on the undies. I'd have to account. Oh, yeah. I mean, if it's not going through, I don't know what BC's automotive regulations are like, but if you don't need any inspection, you know, I think just any muffler that would fit and some tubing get you by, you know. Them Cadillac converters. Catalytic? I always say catalytic. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Who needs it anyway? Mine's just a hollow shell. Now my van's actually quieter than my dad's and Ben's, I think. Sometimes. Beware Vanlife undies. Skidwear Vanlife undies. I think that's a great idea. Oh, that would be a good idea, Kevin. No air care orange. Here, I will definitely look into options when it's closer to be able to. Yeah, definitely. I think you can get like a knockoff muffler for relatively cheap nowadays, and with your car being so small, I don't think it would need a very big. You probably run a lot more mufflers. Inspections get O2 sensors and all. I think the O2 sensors are fine in her vehicle. It's probably just the muffler. Same thing in my case too. Like my O2 sensors are kind of reading, but my exhaust is just rotted from the inside out. Because this van used to be on propane once upon a time, before I owned it. And anybody who knows propane, they're known for moisture, and they just completely rot out the exhausts. And that's what this one's been living with since. It's currently on gas. It's been switched over a long time ago, but the remnants still show into the into the exhaust tubing. I want to see Amanda's car tackle the Coca-Cola. Step Van Dam. Well, thank you, Step Van Dam. I'd like to meet you one day too, brother. The thing we can't talk about. It's been across. It's been across Canada twice. This little 4x of mine. I love those little cars sometimes, you know, like the Toyota Echoes. They remind me of like the Pontiac Fireflies and the Cavaliers. Just just cars that weren't, I don't think, built to really last, and then just did for whatever reason. I know even now, like, if you see like an old Firefly on the road, you're like, what the heck is that? Was that in a storage container its entire life, and this is the first time they've taken it out? I live around a bunch of meat sticks. I got about 15-ish more years before I can travel freely. And back in the day, I put thrust mufflers on my car. Heck yeah, Alan. Heck yeah, you're my kind of people. You're my kind of people, man. Thrush mufflers. I was thinking a cherry bomb for my van as like kind of a temporary quick fix in a sense, but I would like it, but nobody else would, and I can guarantee that. If I had to start my van up and idle it at night, everyone around is gonna know. Anyone who's ever heard those cherry bombs on any kind of vehicle, they're not exactly the quietest things in the world, but that's my thought with the electronic dump exhaust, is that, I can't have the best of both worlds. If I want party mode, then I can have party mode. Maybe you can throw a thrush muffler on the back of that thing so it's not just ear piercing, My Firefly lasted 16 years before my daughter totaled it off. Probably would have went another 10. Hell yeah. Like I said, those Fireflies, they were meant to last a long time, I don't think. Like, you could tell how cheaply they were made. Like, they were meant for, like, your grandmother or whatnot to take her groceries from home to from the grocery store to bingo and home, I don't think those cars were really meant to last, but I think, It's mostly those grandmothers looking after the car, to be honest with you, that they lasted so long. And they came with Road Runner stickers. Oh yeah, I remember those. You have you had any encounters with wildlife out there in BC? Kevin, nothing, man. Like, we're lucky to say that we seen a squirrel out here. In the summertime, like, there was a few deer walking along the road, like small ones, in towns a little bit here and there. But I haven't seen anything, man. Like, seriously, it got to the point where we were like getting creeped out because it's like we don't even hear a bird. Like, nothing, nothing. Fun fact: the bird in the video, in the recent video when Dad was looking out at the lake, and I had the background sound of me coming across the lake, the bird sound was edited in. Because there's no birds out here. I just wanted to kind of seem like it was a nice little, like, nice scenic thing. He's looking over the lake at his binoculars. But there's no sounds, man, so I had to create them. They came, have you again? I hear ya. I'll be 60 in a few. And running short on health check. Loudest mufflers I ever had were dual turbo tubes, and then they brand them. You can't find them anymore. Yeah, some of those old ones were super loud, man. All the animals are bopping around when Bruce is still sleeping. Oh, this is the trick, bobtail trucker. I never sleep. I would, even late at nights, like, I usually sometimes will sleep for 5 hours for days at a time. I don't sleep well. I don't know what it is. I haven't really been one to sleep very well. And then sometimes I'll just crash. I don't know. I don't have a sleep apnea, or I don't know. I think I sleep fine. I just don't sleep a lot. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm always awake. I always feel, and like the littlest thing that happens outside my van, I feel like I wake up. Like, even when I was back in Calgary before I left on my summer adventures, there was a person outside of my van whispering. Two people actually, and I ended up chasing them up the road because they tried to steal our jerry cans and a few other things outside the van. Our bad for leaving them outside the van, but you know, rob someone living in a vehicle. Come on now. So yeah, they got a pretty good fright at like, I don't know, 4 a.m. I just realized my 4Runner is 10 years old. Just broke her in at this point. That's wild. It feels so new, Sarah. It still feels very new. It looks good too. For 10 years old? No mufflers on a 74 Chevy 350, 10-foot pipes. LOL. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. There is absolute silence. Is there absolute silence where you are? Not right now. Right now we are actually near a way scale, just off the highway kind of thing. We're off the highway enough where we don't hear the road noise very much, but we can. It's definitely not completely silent anymore. It's so funny because like, even when we were leaving up past Campbell River and coming through Campbell River today, I had to look in my mirror and I was like, I hate to leave this area. You know, it's so beautiful, but it's time. You know, we need to slowly start trickling our way back. On my YouTube income, it's gonna take me like 2 months of income to slowly trickle my way back to Calgary. That works out in a sense for content wise anyway. Also, we're not in a rush. So yeah, it's gonna be a trek for sure either way to get back. And like I said, we're in no rush, so it kind of works out. If you like those old GM cars, check out a song called 98 Pontiac Sunfire. Dude, I've blown up so many 98 Pontiac Sunfires, especially the red ones. I'll tell you what. I got a curse for Pontiac Sunfires. If you got a Sunfire, I got no problem with driving anybody's car. I'll drive it respectfully. I'll, it's super soft, no problem. I never abuse anybody else's vehicle. But don't let me drive a Sunfire. It's just destined. I could be driving it easily. Like literally, someone gave my dad a car, a Pontiac Sunfire one day. I just driving it home from work, literally turning into the alleyway to go home, and the engine blew. Just shut off. Quietest thing ever. I'm just cursed with them. My van is 7 years old with 50,000 miles. Nice. I know where you are, Beba Ruth. She's catching on. Haklava. How you doing, Haklava? KMS tools, Mopac cell, universal dual exhaust tubing kits. They have great electric cutters as well. I have a set. Nice. Hey, YYC car guy. How you doing, brother? How's the Datsun doing anyway, man? When I get back to Calgary, I'd love to stop by for a check-in. That thing was looking mean the last time I seen it, and it looked, yeah. But yeah, I'm KMS Tools. Is there a KMS Tools in Alberta, or is that just a BC thing? But I do know Mopac. That is like my favorite store ever, man. Seriously. Hopefully you can get more. Hopefully you can do more meetups. Maybe when you come back this way. Absolutely, Alberta Adventures. I'm definitely gonna be doing a meetup when I get back. No doubt about it. As long as the weather works with me, we'll continue to do them. Also, huge thanks to everybody who came up for the subscriber camp out. It was great, man. Seriously, I know it was short notice and it was a little bit into the woods, but a few of you guys showed up, like Outland Harry, a few other subscribers just stopped in over, like, while we were hanging out there for, like, 2 days. It was great. We had an awesome campfire. Brent's Vanlife showed up. A few other people. It was, seriously, it was awesome. There's going to be a video coming out about that. Once I get it edited up. Pretty sure I know where he is, Ruth. Ooh, who can find us first? Will Amanda find us first? Or will Ruth find us first? Friendly camp guy. Hey, Bruce. How you doing, friendly camp guy? There is one here in Calgary. Nice. Definitely be checking at it when I get back, brother. That's why I kind of want to save all of my, like, big repairs, in a sense, till I get back to Calgary. The resources are all over the place. Like, if I don't want to get something brand new, I can always just run to pick and pull whatever I need. You know, I feel like I know a lot more people around Calgary. I've been there for a number of years, so that's kind of where my resources are. Work is so much easier to find there. There's work everywhere. I'm not saying that there's not, but I'm just, you know, it's a city. Things are easier, you know. So even though I do love coming out into the adventure and adventuring Vancouver Island, my main reason for coming out here was to avoid the snow. Remember that. Deborah, everyone smashed the like button. Thank you, Deborah. Oh, Dan taking off. Hugs everyone. Oh, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, Step Van Dan. I can't wait to have my Ambo Renault done. Oh, right. I remember that point of, like, where you're building it, but it's, like, not done. I just get so anxious. 80,000 to 50,000 on my van. Nice. Can't remember what my van's at. A couple 100,000, I believe. But if all goes well with plans, content, and everything I have planned for the summer, one of the things that I do plan to do is build an engine myself for this van. And that'll, you know, provide a little bit of content and something I want to do as well, and it's something I enjoy doing. I know a lot of people are very nervous when it comes to rebuilding an engine. If something goes wrong, instantly they pull that engine out, they put a new one in. I love these small block Chevy engines. They're just, it's like my heart. Seriously, I love the small block Chevy. They're so, they've always treated me well, everything. So yeah, eventually we're gonna be rebuilding a small block Chevy 350 engine on the channel. Over time. It's not going to be a cheap endeavor, but I'm also not going to go crazy expensive with it. Not like we're getting AFR heads. I mean, if AFR wants to reach out and send me a set of heads, I'll take them, you know. But I'm just saying, you know, it's going to be going in my home. I'm not going to be building like a 1,000 horsepower drag race engine. As cool as that would be, you know, I need it to be somewhat fuel efficient and still be able to have fun with, so. But I also don't want to go like to America and go to one of those drag and drive events and be like doing 14-second passes or something, you know. Gotta show up, you know. It's because of my home, then we gotta be completely slow. Like, share, and subscribe for new tires eventually. And a new engine. Let's make this drag racing Vanlife dream happen. We have pick and pulls in the 902 Roost. Do you really? I didn't know pick and pull. There was a pick and pull in the Nemo. I bet Chrome could help you get new parts cheaper. That's very true. Well, technically we don't have a pick and pull. We have, yeah, parts are available. Yeah, the madness of this world. Imagine if Trump increases taxes, income to Canada. Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. You mean the guy that was on the Little Rascals? The rich dad? That fella? That's all I know about that guy, man. Gus Turret, how you doing, brother? Hey, thanks for joining the live stream, friendly camp guy. Appreciate that. Pick and pull would work for selection of mufflers to patch up. Yes, absolutely. Good point. As long as it's the same pipe diameter and it can fit, shouldn't have a problem. But my back is killing me, you guys. I actually really hurt my back the other day to the point where I had to lay in bed for like a day and a half and not really move, mainly because I couldn't get out of bed. Yeah, I pulled something in my back. Not gonna whine about it and complain about it, but I did pull something in my back, and it was me being dumb, really. I was trying to level my van at a campsite, and I seen a rock, and I was like, oh, that'd be perfect for leveling my van. Went over, I grabbed the rock. Mind you, I did no stretching, no walking that day, literally just in the van. Hopped out, seen the rock, grabbed the rock, picked the rock up, heard snap, crackle, pop. I dropped the rock, and I wobbled back to my van. And I slept on an angle that night, and then I couldn't get out of bed the next day because I was on an angle and it hurt too much to put my legs down. So, we are nursing that right now. Just so you guys know. I will be showing the rock into the video, but like I said, I'm not gonna dwell on it too much. I did it to myself. Even Ben and Deb were like, "You sure you don't want a Tylenol or something to like help with the pain?" And I'm like, no. I did this to myself. I'm gonna feel this pain. This is my lesson. I can't be getting out of it with any of these Tylenols or anything like that. If I didn't do it to myself, maybe, okay? But when you do it to yourself, you gotta deal with it, you know? I have to go. Well, hey, thank you so much for joining Alberta Adventures. Definitely have a meetup when we get back to Alberta. Would love that. Hope Pops feels a bit better tomorrow. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, Hockliff. I appreciate that. Good to see you're online. Let me see Rain. Rain is still. Mr. Beard. Mr. Miss the beard, Ian and Susan. Oh, thank you, Susan and Ian. Appreciate that. Yeah, I actually just shaved it off today. I had an appointment, and I was trying to look presentable in a sense. I don't know, like basically shaved everything off except the mustache. It's a new year. Try out new things. I don't know. Beats the Amish beard I was rocking before. I know somebody commented that, and I was like, oh dang, it does. But yeah, I figured since we're getting out of the bush as well, it was time to clean up. Next is a bloody haircut, because as much as I do love long hair, it's getting to me. Oh, back pain sucks. Yeah, it definitely does. I grew up with watching my dad have back pains all my life. At one point, I remember him walking us to school with 2 canes, and the doctor telling him he'll never, walk on his own again or anything like that. And he fought through, and he's living his life now, slowly. But he also religiously does stretches as much as he can, as often as he can. So I need to take a lesson from that. Honestly, I should have taken a lesson from my summer adventures, and continued with that. But I'm known for learning lessons the hard way. Okay, so you put your back out and then you put it back together. That's how I roll. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's out. We're gonna try and put it back together. I know how you feel with the back pain. I have a pinched nerve and fused. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely lower too. It was like, wow. Like I was hunched over for a while. British, you've been out of the loop so long. Trump's the new president. That's it, man. I went all the way in the woods. I came back and a bunch of new things happened. I'm here in Saskatchewan. Nice. Outland Harry in the house. Howdy, howdy. How's the drone footage treating your phone? I'm actually trying to edit on a laptop. Trying. Ben was great enough to help me wipe my laptop completely clean. I had iMovie on my laptop before. That's why I could never get into editing on a laptop. I still and always do currently do everything on my phone that I'm filming from right now. I do everything from my phone. But my eyes have really been taking a toll, and I really need to get into editing on a laptop on a bigger screen. And not only that, it's a huge memory thing too. I can put a lot more content into a video instead of being limited on the storage on my phone and whatnot. But yeah, I'm going to be working on editing on a laptop. Everything's clear now. I'm looking through a couple different editing platforms, and I think maybe tonight after the live stream I'm gonna download 1 or 2 of them, check them out, and the Vanlife subscriber camping meetup will possibly be the first video that I actually complete on a laptop. Thankfully, when Ben did wipe my laptop, he kept all of the footage from the laptop. One day I'm gonna be rolling through all of that stuff and doing a memorial still goodbye video for my white van, because that thing had been through a lot. I don't think people really realize what that thing had been through in his lifetime. Even from buying it as a $1,000 van, it was torched before that, and it was torched through my life of owning it. So, but it also got me from Newfoundland to Vancouver. So it definitely worked its butt off. Drone footage. Yeah. Also, Outland Harry let me drive his drone. That was my first time ever flying a drone, and he actually got it on camera. So that's gonna be in the subscriber meetup video as well. My first time flying a drone. Insane. I was so nervous because it's not mine, but also it's my first time flying a drone, so I just kind of took my time getting used to it and stuff. And Harry was showing me a couple different techniques, and one day I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a master drone operator person. I'd be drag racing the van, and I'll have the drone right behind me. It'd be like you guys are playing a video game, but you're watching me. Lower back issues could be from an old tailbone injury causing your body to be out of alignment. I definitely have that, bobtail trucker. I've been in over like 14 car accidents that flipped. Um, Never as the driver. Mostly, 95% of the time, always a passenger. Hence the reason I drive. Always now. I don't really like being a passenger. I have to trust you to be in a passenger. But, yeah. I've definitely been in my fair share of vehicle accidents. That's just vehicles. That's not including dirt bikes, quads, pedal bikes, falling off rocks, everything that I've kind of put my body through, all the work incidents that I never claimed, because I was just like, that's paperwork, you know. But yeah, you just continue on, you know, in a sense. But we shall survive. We will never give up. You know what I mean? You will never give up. I miss the days when you could get a big block in a Dodge van. Oh, I know, right? Can you imagine? 440 big block in a short wheelbase Dodge van. Woo-wee! But do you think you'd have that thing loaded down with concrete blocks and it's still gonna scoot? With the beard gone, you look like you're the Gus. With the beard gone, your looks like the guy from Mask of Zorro. Hope all is well, brother. Appreciate that. I know the mustache is kind of a different look for me. I thought it was kind of funny because my dad shaved around the same time and he has a mustache, so it's kind of funny. Yeah, new look, trying it out. I don't know. We'll see if it sticks. For right now, it's there. It grows back. What I'm not used to having is a bare chin in a way. I've got a scar that comes right across my chin from my sister, like smashing my face off the TV stand when we were younger. And it stitches all the way along here. That's the main reason I always keep that kind of hair there to cover the scar. But I'm gonna look for it there later. Need a couple of 4x. Yeah, but with my phone, the editing program that I use, even if I have footage on a hard drive, it won't work on the editing program because it's device based. I don't know how to explain that. It's been hard for me to explain it to a number of people, but yeah, the editing on a laptop will take all of that out. I want to learn how to edit videos on my Google Chromebook. Any suggestions? I'll let you know as I learn myself, Kevin, for sure. I have a MacBook. It's like an older one. It was just kind of a hand-me-down thing, but it seems to work fine for what I need it for right now. So yeah, or I'll let you know how everything goes. I'll let you guys know what editing software I decide to, continue with, and yeah, we'll see how it all goes. I can definitely make suggestions. Like, I'm learning with all of this YouTube stuff as I go, and as I have been going for the last few years. And any tips and tricks that I can learn along the way that can kind of help anybody out in a sense, totally willing to. But there are some things, I totaled my VW Rabbit in a head-on collision with a salt truck. Hampton Bay Road when I was 19, so lucky to have walked away from that one. Wow, Amanda, that's wild. Yeah, that's a collision for sure. Good editing software comes with monthly subscription. Yeah, even my InShot was a monthly subscription, but I think it was like $20 for the year. There are a lot of free editing software, and I like the ones that have like a free trial or something like that. Where you can kind of look at it before even putting in your card information or something like that. Like even with InShot, they have the option to fully use the app. There's little things that you can add and like there's little bonuses that you get if you become a member or whatnot. And Van Maruth was actually the first person to help me out with that. It's $20, I think, for the year. She paid for the first year, and that kind of set me off with the InShot editing. I've been running with it ever since. but I refuse to pay for music software or whatever. I've been using YouTube copyright-free music, whatever elevator music nonsense they have on there. It's taken me a hell of a lot of time to listen through all of that elevator music to try and think of which one would work for which video. But it's a lot better than paying for like Artlist.io or whatever other place you get your music from, uploading a video and still having to fight a copyright complaint. I'm so tired of it. There's one like number of videos, but there's one video I remember not long ago where I had to upload the video and pull it down 5 times to edit through different musics because they were pulling up copyright claims. Done. I'm so done with that. So from now on, unfortunately, we're gonna have to have elevator music until YouTube allows us to use better music. That's all I can say. I don't mind supporting artists if that artist specifically wanted some. No problem, man. I'll give shout outs. I would love to play like actual music in video, but they need to deal with all that. The van is going to bed. Yeah, it is getting pretty late. I still haven't eaten supper or anything. So, yeah, I definitely need to get on that. I'm just on the R&B roaming. I don't think so. We are nowhere near Campbell River right now. I think you might have seen us today rolling through, but we are definitely not there now. You can make filming smaller in file size, but not bigger. Yeah. They have a few gems. They definitely do have a few gems in there, Hoklava. It definitely takes some searching through to get it, but yeah. I upgraded to Epidemic. I heard Epidemic's pretty expensive. I haven't dug into it myself after the issues that I had with the few music places that I went to. I was just totally done with it. You know what? I've never gotten a copyright complaint, even if like a by accident one through using the YouTube music. So I'll probably just use that from now on. And I've also noticed like really big YouTubers doing the same thing. And I think maybe because like obviously really big YouTubers, a lot of them have editors. And in my mind, editing my own videos, I'm like, okay, well, if they're paying someone to edit their videos for them, can you imagine how that editor would feel if he was like, okay, yep, here you go, boss, got your video edited all up. He's like, perfect, thank you very much, here's your pay, takes the video, uploads it on YouTube. Hey, I got a copyright claim. Hey man, I know I pay for music subscriptions, you'll just have to fight it. Do I have to fight this every time? Is this going to happen all the time? So I think that's why maybe a lot of the bigger channels that use editors are just going to YouTube Music just to save that hassle, you know? Because like, for a channel to be as big as like Heavy D Sparks' channel and use normal YouTube Music, I think that says something, you know? So I think people are just tired of fighting it. And like I say, if you were an editor and you upload a video, your boss uploads the video and it's like, oh, you did a copyright. It's not gonna, I'm sure eventually he'll understand, but I don't think it would look good, you know. Holy soul patch, sexy boy. Hey man, you know. Well, apparently I'm going for that Zorro look. I don't know. I need a mask. Epidemic isn't cheap, but you can get it cheaper with Chrome's link. Hey, nice. Hey, if you guys hear that? If you want to get Epidemic sound a little cheaper, use Chrome's link. Yeah, good hint. He swears by Epidemic sound. And I mean, Chrome's a DJ, right? So, I mean, if anybody's going to be taking, like, especially editing music advice, definitely take his advice for sure. If Chrome says use Epidemic sound and he swears by it, I bet that's the one for sure. And I'm actually gonna look into that link, Amanda. I never really put 2 and 2 together. Why don't you check that out? You doing well, Spooky? Toward Courtney, by the way. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm way past Courtney. We did stop being Courtney for a moment, but then we just continued. It's raining and not very nice out, so. And with my dad not being able to drive at night, it kind of limits our driving capabilities to, like, 4 or 5 hours, and then it gets too dark for him to be able to see on the road. It's nothing to do with his headlights. It's his eyes. Unless we're just gonna put my light bar on his hood and blind every poor person that comes around the turn and oncoming to him. We just gotta keep him off the roads at night. That's all. Where's the big bright figure 8 ceiling lights? I actually ended up taking the hexagon lights down because they pulled so much power, you guys. I do love the lights, and maybe I'll put them back up in the future, but I would like to upgrade to the 12-volt version. I have been thinking about using the hexagon lights, though, for maybe like around my back here, because I noticed that when I go to grab a few tools from Andy's slide out drawer or anything like that, that I don't have any rear lights, so it's completely black back there. So I think if anywhere to put super excessively bright lights, that'd be the spot. A lot of those big damn YouTubers just go with the copyright. However, that video can't be monetized. Exactly. If you have sponsors, it really doesn't matter too much. But you work so hard to put that video together. I feel like, I'm sure YouTube makes up millions of more dollars than they'll ever need. I need that money from the video. I put all that time into making that video. Even if it makes $3, I'm so happy with it every time. Just to know that something I created is out there kind of making $1. To someone who's done and only have ever thought about labor work his entire life, to have that, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that, The fact that when I go to sleep at night, someone on the other side of the planet might be watching one of my videos that I made 4 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. It's so hard to wrap my head around, but I love it. Like, it's definitely humbling, and it's mind-blowing is what it is. And I thank you guys all for taking interest in this weird guy living in a van. It's pretty wild. Out of everybody doing it, for you guys to kind of gravitate towards me and show me the support like you guys have over the years, it really warms my heart, and I greatly appreciate you guys for that. And I always will. And I will always try to repay that in a sense of, trying to give the best quality content that I can. And, yeah, quality, everything. That's what I'm hoping for. I know a lot of people were wanting, like, more videos, and I am really working on trying to put in more videos. But right now I feel like I need to focus on more of quality versus quantity. I like how the videos come out then. I know, like, even me, I'd like to pump out as many videos as other people as well, but I can't keep up with that editing, and I just burn myself out. So I'd like to still do like 2 or 3 videos a week, but we'll see how it goes. I really want to focus on, learning, like putting everything that I've learned in the editing into full effect on as much of the videos as I can to really make them pop, Because with having sometimes longer videos, you need to keep that attention for the entire however long the video is. And I feel like that's where kind of good editing comes into play. To the place you are. Thank you, RB Roaming. Appreciate that. Brent's Vanlife in the house. Is your health, happiness, and well-being. Well, thank you, Bobtail Trucker. I appreciate that. I give anyone credit who can push 2 to 3 videos a week. I know it's wild, and what it does is it really takes away from the moment, in a sense, I find. For me, anyway, personally. Like, if I'm pumping out 3 and 4 videos a week, and I've done 1 video every single day of the week for weeks. one, it burns you out. Two, I feel like I'm not really enjoying the moment. There's a lot of moments that I'm trying to enjoy, and I'm more focused on trying to pull out the camera than actually enjoying it. And then the moment's gone. I miss it on camera, and I also missed it in reality as well. Um, so I've been really just trying to take a lot of those moments for me, in a sense. There's a lot of stuff that I want to focus on um, putting into my content that really represents me in a sense, and it kind of picks me apart from all the other van lifers, because I know the van life content is definitely saturated with every single person out in a van going camping, and that's great, you know, all the power to them. It's just, I live my van life a little different, you know. I don't focus on trying to get out in the woods and go camping as much as I do making a hot rod, you know. So yeah, I'm just slowly going to be dwindling, putting that into more content as we go to kind of represent more of who I am and why I live in a vehicle. I hope that, you know, a recent video kind of did a little justice on kind of opening people's eyes to who I am in a sense and why I live in a vehicle. I don't live in a vehicle because of any hard situation. I mean, I always grew up poor. That it is what it is. But I live in a vehicle, and I've always wanted to live in a vehicle strictly and purely because I love anything on wheels. And I, like, even when I was living in a house and I had a car, I'd be in the house thinking about the car. I don't know. I'm a weird guy, okay? Automotive everything. I'm literally even wearing a Chevy shirt, okay? It's just who I am. And no matter how much time I spend in the woods, I grew up in the woods. I grew up on an island in Newfoundland. And this passion has followed me through all of that, you know, right down to the day I got my first little Hot Wheels little car. Done. Game over. 90 cents. Done. That's it. Trying to swap engines and everything I can ever since. It's saturated, but everyone has their own flair and personality. Absolutely. And I feel like that's where I was kind of getting lost in a sense. I feel like people were getting kind of the wrong impression of me, not in a bad way or anything like that. I just think that people were getting the wrong impression of me as on who I am because I live in a van. When people think of van life, they think of lift kits off-roading out in the woods, living off the land. I have no problem with not doing any of that. I've lived off the land and kind of been hunting and lived in the woods my growing up childhood. You know, I know what it's like. It's great. I enjoy it. But my style is more of being on the streets, being in cities, and going to see where cars and vehicles go fast. I don't care if that's watching pedal bikes go fast, two guys racing on a unicycle. Don't care. As long as it's something to do with making things go fast, I'm all about it, you know? And I hope that really helps show a little bit of who I am in a sense, you know? Yeah, we definitely don't change R&B roaming, for sure. And I don't know what it is, like, I could, it could be a million things going on around me. If someone even drives past in the distance and goes, "Wah!" What a V8, my ooh, my neck turns so fast to see what it is. It's insane. So yeah, it's just who I am. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, that's too long sitting in one spot. Oh boy, I don't know what. Okay. Some time to go for another coffee too, I think. 73, 73 likes. Thank you guys so much. You're killing it. Appreciate that. Seriously, as a content creator, there's nothing more we can ask for than to just like, share, and subscribe. Watching the videos the full way, any watching live streams. I know some people watch live streams back all the way after they've played through. Man, Thank you guys so much. I love that so much. That's honestly the best way to help any content creator. It's not about how much you can donate. It's not about what you can give us. Like, I've even had people get mad at me for refusing things that they were trying to give me. I live in a van. I don't have much space. I'm sorry, but nonetheless, yeah. What was that? I don't even know where I was going with that. Balance man. Go get a coffee and your dad some soup. That's a great idea. Sorry, I'm trying to watch back, see what the hell I was even talking about. That's kind of the nice part about videoing yourself a lot. It's like, oh, what was I saying? Because I do that a lot. I can just kind of watch back on the video and be like, oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, we were talking about. Right. I turned, hurt my back. Forgot what I was saying. My head only turns when I hear the whine of a blower. Oh, buddy. One day, that sound will be coming from this beast. People get mad. Oh, yeah. People get mad at you when they can't gift you things. Yeah. Because, I mean, like, I feel like I'm one of the harder people to give stuff to, honestly. For the most part, I don't have a mailing address. I mean, I do, but I don't keep it public. And if you want to send me something, I prefer that you email me what you want to send me, and then I'll give you the email address, or I'll give you the mailing address. Number one, it's not mine, it's a friend of mine's. He's just nice enough to let me use it. So anytime I get something sent somewhere, I like to know what it is and when it's coming, in a sense, and if I can even use it. But yeah, I've had literally people get mad at me for not taking things, even cash sometimes. Like, I would be telling them cash is king. And yeah, but I don't know. I feel like if it comes from a different place, it doesn't feel the same. And I just judge that by vibes and feelings. Honestly, I don't know. It sounds kind of hippie-ish, but it's just what I do. But I've definitely turned down more probably than I've ever accepted. Honestly. The best tasting. It's also why when someone's like, "Oh, he's just trying to blah 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 blah." It's like, dude, if you knew how much I've turned down, wild. I've had people try to give me vehicles when I was in my white van, and I was like, I appreciate that, but no, I can't. And for my own reasons at the time. The best tasting soup is the one you made the day before. Nice. Tim Hortons chicken noodle soup is pretty decent, actually. I've only had it a few times, but at times that I've had it, not bad, not bad. Okay, everybody. We are going to end the live stream off here, and I'm going to go try and figure something to eat for the night. Probably gonna have to run. We're just outside of town, but I'm probably gonna have to run into town and maybe grab something, see what's open. But yeah, I'm gonna end the live stream off here, and then once I'm done eating, get back to editing. So, but yeah, this weekend, if I don't have a, how about this? I'll make you a deal. If I don't have a video uploaded by this weekend, then we will do another live stream. Okay? Deal? I'm down with that anyway. I like doing live streams, and I'd like to do some more topic-ish live streams, if that makes any sense. Somebody recently mentioned to me, maybe like do a podcast style interview with my dad. So if any of you guys think that that would be a pretty cool idea, leave a thumbs up or hit a thumbs up into the chat for those who are watching this in real time, and maybe we'll make that happen. We can, with that guy, we can talk about anything from his life growing up in Newfoundland to raising this guy with all of his health issues and all of my craziness that I got into, to literally coming across Canada to get them up to Alberta. Like, we can go over anything, really. He's pretty much like me. He's a very squirrelish type of person. The story can go 17 different ways. Nice. Good to see you guys pretty up for that. So yeah, maybe we'll have that coming up in the future. Yeah. I've also had a video idea. I don't think I'm gonna get into podcasting or nothing. Okay, like it's just like a cool thing to do every now and then as like a video filler. But yeah, we'll see how it all goes. I've also wanted to do a video because I just in my life I know naturally a number of seniors who live in their vans. Heck, my dad is 70 and he's living in his van. So I was kind of thinking of doing a, Vanlife senior tribute in a sense, right? Like, get everybody that I know who's elderly or, up there in age or whatever, and they're living in their van still and making it happen. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that, they hit even 50 or whatever, and they think, oh, I'm too old to do that. You're not, man. Seriously, you're not. With the right courage and motivation, anything is possible, and if you really want it, you can make it happen. That's what I've learned to believe in my life, Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you guys all so much for joining. And who you calling senior? My dad. Okay, that's what I'm calling. Don't hate me in the comments. Hey, no, I'm not senior. Oh no, I'm getting out of here, man. Okay, you guys. Thank you guys all so much for joining once again. We will see you this weekend, either in a video or a live stream. If everything goes well, maybe both. But yeah, remember, never give up on living life, because life is the most precious thing we have. Maybe we can even talk about that quote and where it came from. See you guys on the next one. Goodbye.